Yes Girls, here we are in week 6. I can hardly believe we're in our final week together for What Happens When Women Say Yes to God, our online Bible study. This has just been so amazing, and thank you so much. But we're not done yet. We're going to finish strong.
Yeah.
And I actually want to start off, we're going to be doing 2 chapters this week. We're going to be finishing up with 8 and 9. And 8 is called Giving Up What Was Never Ours, and 9 is called Radically Blessed. And I actually want to read to you a quote from one of these chapters. It's in Radically Blessed, and it's on page 149 for those of you who have the paperback book. But Lisa writes, "Oh, my friend, we don't have to seek to create opportunities to say yes to God. God has already gone before us and established them. We simply have to respond."
Wow.
And that's kind of been what we've been talking about all along. In the beginning, we said, are you ready to say yes to God? Will you go ahead and say yes? And every week we've had these challenges that really required responding
Yeah, they challenged
to God.
us too.
Yes, absolutely. Challenged us too. So, anyway, this week is not going to disappoint. And, you know, in looking at this, I have to ask myself, what are some things that have happened? What have I had to give up that maybe I didn't want to? And was there a blessing at the end? And there actually was one thing, and it's kind of hard for me to talk about.
But it's such a great story.
Well, if you're a part of the Real Life Connection calls, then you've already heard this story. Lisa Turkhurst and I talked about it on that call. But a few years ago, I was on the speaker team for, oh my goodness, maybe 8 years. It was quite a while. And I really found a lot of my identity as a Proverbs 31 speaker. I loved what I did, and usually got a pretty good evaluation. You know, I had good relationships with all the places where I went to speak. And then one day, Lisa Turkhurst, who I respect so much as a leader in ministry and as a friend, but in this particular situation, she was my leader. And she called me and said she thought I needed to step down from the speaker team and move into a time of development. And Nikki, I just cannot tell you, this crushed me. I thought, oh my gosh, she's asking me to step off the speaker team. You know, I'm not going to be a Proverbs 31 speaker. And I went through, it was over a year of just where I cried every single day. I felt like, what purpose do I have? Now, during this time, my mom got cancer. And so I moved into a place of caring for her. If I had been a speaker, I wouldn't have been so free. My schedule wouldn't have been as open because I lived with my mom, you know, for, you know, days out of the week. And she passed away about 3 years ago. But let me also tell you, we wouldn't be here as a community today if I had not given up something that wasn't mine anyway. You know, being a speaker, that's not mine. That's not where my identity should be anyway. It should be in God. But because I respected Lisa as a leader and listened to her and trusted that she was listening to God, I stepped down, and out of that, online Bible studies came to be. I was in a lonely place. I wasn't in a Bible study. I was working full time. I had lost my mom, and I needed a community. And so I invited a few people to study with me online.
Yeah.
So there you go. Radically blessed.
Yeah.
Like I never, ever imagined.
Yeah. You know, Melissa, I think what I'm the most inspired by with your story is that you didn't run from the ministry. Like, it would have been really easy for you to go and change careers and go try to do something different, but you stayed in your place and you accepted the truth that Lisa spoke into you, but you also allowed that time to be a time of development and for you to really get your clear vision, like what we talked about last week for your life. And I wouldn't be able to be a part of this, and these thousands of other people wouldn't be able to be a part of this had that not happened. So I am so inspired by that.
Oh, well, thank you. Well, I will tell you, it wasn't easy, but I said yes.
Yeah.
And that's our hashtag this week. That's our phrase for the week. I said yes. So what have you said yes to that may have changed your life? Let me give you a verse. And this one is in Psalms. Let me find it. Okay, it's one of my very favorites. It's one that a lot of preachers do to end a sermon when they give you something to leave with. It's Psalm 118:24. This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. So ladies, yes, God has made today. No matter what day you're listening to this, He made this day. This is a great day to say yes. I said yes. Keep saying yes. And when you give up what's not yours, when you listen and respond to God, the blessings are going to be more radical and more amazing than you ever imagined. So here we are in week 6.
Yeah.
Let's finish strong.
I said yes.
I said yes.
All the earth come alive, lift your eyes to